Dear student, class 6, welcome to our online class Greenfield School and College. Today I am going to discuss about chapter 10, Rights of Children in Bangladesh. Today's children are the prospective generation of the future. Those who are now children will have to take the responsibility of running the state for a better future. The whole world has concentrate on their physical and mental health, thoughtfulness, creativity, and overall on developing their entire potentiality. Already this year government has taken a project to improve your capability, your creativity. They every week they send us send us assignment on of subject wise. So this is one of the expressing of thoughtfulness, creativeness. The United Nations has declared the Charter of Children's Rights, the government 1948 human rights, and United Nations declared the Charter of Children's Rights. The government of Bangladesh has expressed full support with it. At first, we have to know what is rights. Rights are some facilities and opportunities approved by society and state. They are which helps the flourishing of citizen. Man cannot realize his full potential without his rights. The chief aim of rights is to facilitate betterment of individual, ensuring proper enjoyment of all rights and flourishing of physical and mental health, social and economic status by citizen is responsibility of modern country. Rights are primarily means for human rights. All rights from human beings are written in human rights charter. The United Nations brought out the Human Rights Charter in 1948. You see the two picture, a girl's child writing on the board, and others picture a boys eating something. Lesson 1, Rights of Children. Rights are much privileges which are necessary for the development of an individual, which are acknowledged by the state. On the other hand, childhood means a particular age limit. The idea of childhood differs from society to society, and the criterion to define childhood is also defined. According to the United Nations Charter of Children's Rights, any person below 18 years of age is a child. So we can say who is child. According to the United Nations Charter of Children's Rights, any person below 18 years of age is a child. And in our country, the Act of 1974, it declares under 16 is a child. The privileges provided by the state to establishes the established dignity of children and to develop human quality fully are called rights of the children. And the the man who does not suffer from insecurity of or fear, whose life is secure and boundless in all respects, is really free. We can ensure the rights of children, and Bangladesh has approved the convention in 1989, there are different law in Bangladesh that define the word child according to the definition given in Bangladesh Children's Act 1974. Even ever person under 16 years of age is child. Child have many rights. We can ensure the rights of children by providing them with food, cloth, uh, accommodation, education, healthcare, legal, civic, social services, and security. Every child of the society will grow up without any discrimination. Actually, we hope they will live a healthy and happy life. Their talent will be developed. All these are the basic objective of the rights of children. Beside this, to speak freely, to move freely, to express opinion freely. He or she is not live in a bad environment or fearful environment. So play helping roles in the development of children. It is very necessary for children's development. So it is the duty and responsibility of the state to make all policies and implement policies putting highest importance on the interest of children. Rights of children recognized by United Nations. The life of children is dependent on the elders in many respects. They have no income of their own. As their children, they are physically weak. On the same ground, they have little knowledge, but because of it, they cannot be deprived of their rights. We should not force anything on them. Children also have the right to enjoy freedom in certain matters. As children, they can claim some rights from the society and the state. United Nations has declared certain rights for the children like the elders. These rights have been mentioned in the Charter of Children Rights approved in the General Assembly of United Nations 20th November 1989. There are 54 sections. How many sections? 54 sections underlined in the Charter of Child Rights. Some notable sections of the Charter are mentioned below. Anyone below the age 18 will be considered a child. But some countries follow their own law and maintain age limit below 18. All children have equal rights. The rights cannot be differentiate in respect of gender, rich and poor, nationality, religion, physical ability, and so on. Parents and children should be conscious of the rights of children and advise and guide them accordingly. Children have the rights to use their own identity along with their own parents' name. The state holds the responsibility to protect the rights of children to live and grow up. It is the responsibility of the state to ensure children's freedom of expression, development of their conscience and intelligence, and freedom of religion under the guidance of their parents. The government is responsible for protecting children from unjust scolding and beating. The state has the ensure that children get food, clothing, accommodation, education, and healthcare in due time. Rights of children of small ethnic minority groups should be protected regarding the practice of their indigenous. Actually, all classes, all races, and all creeds, children have to right to enjoy their every rights. Every children has the rights to enjoy leisure, games, sports, cultural, creative activities. Children's rights to abstain from economic exploitation and harmful child labor should be protected. No one should engage children in any illegal work. The state should take measures so that children don't suffer physically, mentally, and morally. Children cannot be allowed to take part in war or armed struggle. Children's sense of honor and uh, secrecy should be protected. Secrecy should be protected. Children's sense of honor and secrecy should be protected. It is very, very important. In short, the United Nations has concentrated on all kinds of rights, including children's living, physical, mental growth, education, security, thinking, consideration, expression of opinion, freedom of religion, etc. As children, we shall learn about our rights and protect us from various kinds of oppression. Rights of children in Bangladesh. On 26 January 1990, the main papers of the Charter of Children's Rights were opened for the member countries to sign on. Bangladesh signed on this charter on the very first day. Children are deprived of their fundamental rights because of poverty, lack of education, lack of awareness, and so on. Sometimes they fall victim to cruel and callous oppression. The government of Bangladesh has made national child policy to establish security, welfare, development. A national child policy established in 2010, the rights of children. The government has taken protective measures for the orphan and unprivileged children action plan to prevent violence towards women and children. The objective of these steps are removing malnutrition of children. Already these are the included this option is included in the Sustainable Development Goals, ensuring health for all children, vitamin A capsule among children to eliminate blindness, distributing vitamin A capsule, ensuring compulsory primary education for all children. Already it is included in our constitution, education for all, banning the participation of children in heavy and risky work forcefully. It is banned in that child protection, and ILO ensured ILO implement this program, taking step for the development of street children and derailed children. Some NGOs already has been working for this for this issue. Like Breaking the Silence, Kriya Bangladesh, and Aparajaya Bangladesh, making and enforcing rigorous law against oppression of women and children, to create Family Violence Prevention Act and implement it, to create Human Trafficking Prevention Act. Already Bangladesh government making or establish this law for protecting women and child. The law for the prevention of trafficking of women and children according to the Prevention of Oppression Towards Women and Children Act 2000. If a person bring any woman or children inside Bangladesh or traffics to another country or sell or purchase with a motive of engaging her in any illegal or immoral act like prostitution, he will be given capital punishment or death sentence or lifetime rigorous imprisonment or rigorous imprisonment for not exceeding 20 years, but not less than 10 years with fine as additional punishment. Besides, this act also has provision regarding kidnapping of women and child, taking ransom, rape, death due to rape, sexual harassment, death for dowry, According to the law, Human Trafficking Prevention Act 2012, if a person convicted for human trafficking, it should be considered punishable offense and will be given death sentence with capital punishment of fine taka 5 lakh. So, government has been taken many initiative activities. Massive public awareness is needed to implement the rights of children. Above all, wide enthusiasm, awareness, demand about children's rights among children have to be created. So, we have to conscious the rights of children, and we have to consider them as a next citizen of running the citizen of a country, because they fulfill our dream. And look, child labor, sometimes we see the child labor, like many other countries of South Asia, child labor persists in Bangladesh. A child has to work for his livelihood when the child is supposed to go to school for study or play with friends. The poor economic condition is the first and foremost reason for child labor in Bangladesh. It is not possible for the parents of a poor family to bear the cost of their children's education after arranging their food. As a result, the guardian of these children lost interest of sending their children to school. In this circumstance, their father or mother thinks that it would be beneficial for them if their children engage in any occupation and earn bread for the family. Besides, the employers also get interest in the engaging children in a work, as it is lucrative for them to engage the child in work by spending less money and to exploit child. If you go to the nearest garage, you look the boys whose is 8 or 9, he's working as a day labor or a assistant mechanic of a garage, and they have no actual paying system, and only they have working for this garage for their daily meal. And poor parents consider cost of education of their children for 15 to 16 years. The child labor is increasing. This picture is normal in our country, and but according to Bangladesh Labor Act 2006, the minimum age of children and adolescent is ascertained 14 years and 14 to 18 years. This act also mentioned that to engage any child below 14 years cannot be employed. The parents of that child cannot enter into any agreement to engage that child in any work. An adolescent can be engaged in work only if his employer at his own cost get a fitness certificate of that adolescent for a registered physician. And the normal working hour of an adolescent is ascertained 5 hours daily, but he cannot be allowed to work from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. But in Bangladesh, the picture is another here. A boy child or girl child working as a servant or helper of a bus or truck. They work for 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. So we hope everybody conscious the child rights, and Bangladesh already signed at first. So we have to conscious, and we have to serious this issue, because they are the next uh, administrator of a country, then run the country. So we have them ensure their rights to enjoy freedom to certain in certain matters. So thank you very much. Allah Hafiz.